What is the difference between trees and bushes? Hi, welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. I have a question for you. Do you know the difference between a tree and a bush? Before I made this episode, I didn't know the difference. I mean, they both kind of look like trees. They have branches and leaves. But somehow still you can usually just tell the difference, right? That's a tree. And that's a bush. But I was looking at this plant the other day that it kind of looked like a tree, but I couldn't tell you why. I just knew it was a bush, even though it looked like a tree. Have you ever seen a plant like that before? Usually on this show, I answer questions that you guys have. But this was something I was wondering about. Somehow I never really learned the difference between a tree and a bush, so I wanted to research it. And I did. The biggest difference between a tree and a bush is the number of main stems. Most trees grow with one main trunk. That trunk grows straight up from the ground and it gets bigger and bigger and wider and wider. And then the branches spread out from it higher up in the tree. Think about a big oak tree or a maple tree. You can usually point to one big woody trunk and say, that's the trunk. But bushes, on the other hand, usually grow with many stems. Instead of one main trunk, bushes send up several woody stems from the ground. These stems spread outward and upward right away, which is why bushes often look wider and shorter. Height also matters, but it's not the most important rule. See, trees are usually taller than bushes. Often, they grow taller than a house. But bushes usually stay shorter, closer to your height or a little taller. But this can be a little tricky because a very young tree can be short and a very old bush can be tall. So this is why scientists don't rely completely on height by itself. Trees usually grow upward first, reaching for sunlight, then spread their branches higher up. Bushes tend to spread outward early, creating a round and wide shape close to the ground. So, why can you sometimes just tell the difference without knowing why? Well, your brain is really good at noticing patterns, even when you don't realize it. Like when I was looking at that bush the other day, and I thought it looked like a tree, but somehow I just knew it was a bush. It might have maybe been the height of it, or it could have been that I noticed the stems underneath. My brain has seen thousands of trees and thousands of bushes, and it just kind of knows the difference, even if I can't point to specific things. I might not be thinking, this one has a trunk, or this one has a bunch of stems. But my eyes notice the tall shape, or the clear trunk, and the branches starting higher up. All of that helps the brain quietly label it as a tree or a bush. So here's the simple version. Trees usually have one main trunk, and they grow taller. Bushes usually have many stems and grow wider and shorter. Once you know that, you should be able to tell the difference between a tree and a bush. Okay, let's have a quick quiz. If a plant has one main trunk, is it most likely a tree or a bush? Probably a tree. And if a plant has many woody stems coming out of the ground, is it more likely to be a tree or a bush? That's a bush. Let's play true or false. True or false? Trees usually have more than one main trunk. That is false. Usually trees have that one big main trunk. True or false? Bushes often grow wider close to the ground. Yep, that's true. True or false? Scientists only use height to decide if something is a tree or a bush. Nope, that's false. It's one of the things they notice, though. Would you rather have a giant tree in your yard that gives lots of shade or a big bush that you can hide inside of? I love giant trees that give lots of shade. I do enjoy a big bush that you could sneak inside of, too. Those are fun. But if I had to pick one, I would go with the giant tree. Okay, I've got 3 rounds of What Am I today. Here we go. What am I? I usually have one main trunk. My branches start higher up. And I often grow taller than a house. What am I? Yep, I am a tree. How about this one? What am I? I grow out of trunks or stems. Leaves often grow on me. And I help plants reach sunlight. What am I? I am a branch. Here's one more. What am I? I have many stems. I grow wide near the ground. And I am often shorter than trees. What am I? I am a bush. Well, the next time you walk past a big tree-like plant, take a closer look. See if you can spot the trunk or the stems. That way you can tell if it's a tree or a bush. You might surprise yourself with how much you notice now. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And we've got a few birthdays today. It's Gage's birthday. Happy birthday, Gage! It's Foster's birthday, too. Foster is from South Carolina, and Foster is turning 6. Happy birthday, Foster! Jack is from North Carolina, and Jack is turning 7. Happy birthday, Jack! And Salome is from Florida, and Salome is turning 6. Happy birthday, Salome! Valerie is from Malaysia, and Valerie is turning 7. Happy birthday, Valerie! To all the grown-ups listening, if your curious kid wants their birthday mentioned on the show, please visit supportcuriouskids.com and join the Curious Kids Club. That's supportcuriouskids.com. See you tomorrow!